What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is Brandon Latruga with 303 Streets, and today we're going to go over 5 things I like about the Ford Bronco. Right now, I've had this car for about less than 24 hours, actually. So, yep, less than 24 hours, and we put 100 miles on it so far. So we're going to do I'm going to do a video really quick on, the 5 things I like about the car so far. So, number 1, I love the way it looks. This is a very aggressive, very amazing looking vehicle. I just can't get over the way it looks. And again, if you haven't seen it really, I have a walk around video, oops, sorry about that, on my YouTube channel. So yeah, check it out. The look and aggressive just features of all this car in general is amazing. This is the Wildtrak edition, so it comes with, the little bit of a lift, 35s on it, and just the Sasquatch package. So very amazing, very crazy look to it. So my first thing is, my favorite thing I love about it so far is the appearance and the orange. As you can see, there's the cyber orange on that and on the hood. So I went with the cyber orange, but I love how some of the inside parts match the outside. Really big fan of that. So that's, my number 1 thing is I love how aggressive and how good this vehicle looks. Number 2, for the bigger wheels and the bigger tires on it, surprisingly, it is a very, very, very smooth ride. That's one of the other things I really love about it. I was worried because, like with my truck, with the lift kit, the 35s, 20-inch wheels, it was not a very smooth ride. And this, it's like being in a car. Very smooth. It's a little bit noisy because of the tires and stuff. Again, this is the hard top, and it has the sound dampener, but it's still a little bit loud. But other than that, it's really smooth, really comfortable ride. No issues with it. And like I said, with that being said, I love how high up it is. Being this high up makes it really comfortable to be able to see everything around you, be at a certain height and not feel like you're gonna roll over people, but you can see the road and it's very clear vision. I love it. So the ride's really smooth, the ride height is perfect, and I love the way it looks. So the other thing I really, really like about this car a lot is the interior. The front, I feel like I have tons of space up front. So the front seat is super comfortable. The back seat, it's not the best because, again, this is just the 2-door, so it's not tons of room back there. But, being up front, I can sit comfortably, feel like I'm comfortable, not pressed or, feeling like I'm kind of claustrophobic. It kind of feels like the Challenger, and, people always joke about, like, well, when you're in a Challenger, you're just driving a boat, and it feels like that. And I had a Challenger. If you follow the channel, you'll have known that, but, that's one thing I did like about the Challenger was, like, yeah, it is wide and I do have space in it and it is like being on a boat, but this is the same, but it's not super big, especially being the 2-door. This isn't a super big vehicle, and it, again, you can park it and it fits in the garage perfectly, and it's not overly big, but the space in the front is just, it's comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're enclosed. Oh, sorry about that, really loud car. So yeah, that's one thing I really love about it, is just the space and, being able to sit in it comfortably and not feel squished. One of the other things I really, really love about this car is, I really like that it came with the option of the twin turbo V6, and it came with the 10-speed automatic. Again, those only really come standard in the Wildtrak. So that's specific to this car. You can upgrade them in all the other versions. Personally, to me, I would say do it because, again, it's not a super big SUV, but putting a 4-cylinder turbo in these I don't think is gonna be enough. People say it's enough, but over time, is the engine gonna hold up because of, it's a bigger SUV. It's not a small SUV. So, specifically with the Wildtrak, I love about the Wildtrak that it came with the V6 twin turbo and the 10-speed automatic. And personally, the reason why I love that is because I have a UTV and I tow the UTV, so it makes it easier for towing. It makes it easier pulling it up hills and mountains. I'm going to have the power that I need. And this car comes with over 400 pounds of torque. So that's what you need for towing, is the torque. And this has the power to tow it. And I won't be struggling going up the mountains or anything like that. So, you know, for me, I just love that in the Wildtrak it comes with the V6. I would say if you're not using the vehicle if you're not towing anything and you're not really going up mountains like us, we have, like I said, the Rockies right over there. If you're not going up the mountains or anything and you're not really hardcore off-roading, you know, I think the 4-cylinder would be enough. But if you're going to start doing stuff like that, I would recommend put in the bigger engine. Make sure you have the power, make sure you have the torque, make sure you're not going to push the engine overly too much with, you know, again, it's a big SUV. So you're not going to put too much stress on the engine trying to go up mountains and hills and towing and off-roading. I would, again, if you're going to do that kind of stuff, I'd recommend upgrading to the V6. And then one of my favorite last things about this car is these lights. Let me not say the lights. Let me just say the technology in this car. I love the technology. And I'll go over that in another video in depth. But this car has such amazing technology that, you know, I'm not used to. This stuff is probably like standard in all these cars now. But I love that it's got front cameras, side cameras, again, backup camera, that's pretty normal, but it's got the lane assist on the steering wheel to help you stay in your lanes. It's got the warning lights next to you on your mirrors to let you know if someone's next to you. It's got this cool feature over here. Let me see it. Again, I shouldn't be doing that when I'm driving. One of the features is zone lighting. And I'll show that again in one of my videos, is the zone lighting. And the zone lighting is really cool because when you're stopped, you can, or when you're in park, it's more or less for when you're just like sitting. You can't use it when you're driving. But I can light up the left side, I can light up the right side, I can light up the front even more, I can light up the back, or I can light it all up at once. So, you know, if you're camping or if you drop something on the ground and you have your key on you, but say you dropped a ring, you can easily, you know, hit those lights and it lights up everything. So I love all the technology. The cluster's amazing. It tells me, you know, what my speed limit's supposed to be. 45. I'm going 45 and a 45. Totally. And it's got all these different it's got all these different screens, my gauges, everything, the tire pressures. I love just all the technology it's got. It shows you how the car is sitting and leaning. This is great right here for off-roading. Again, the technology on this car is just amazing. And again, it's all in, you know, your fingertips. A push of a button is all it is. It's just a push of a button away and you get all these different features and electronics. So again, going with the Wildtrak specifically, you can get all these upgrades. Even some of these didn't come standard, like the 12-inch screen, I'm pretty sure wasn't standard, but we upgraded it to it. And then it upgraded some other stuff, like we have a 12-volt plug-in for like blowing up air mattresses, all the USB ports in the back, USB ports in the front, port on the side and the back. It's just, again, the technology in this car is amazing, and all the convenience stuff's amazing. And we're gonna be putting a lot of use to these switches right here, so stay tuned for that. But again, it just goes back to the technology, to where all those different auxes up there that I just showed you there's some wires in the front, there's some in the rear, there's some in the sides, there's some inside the car, there's some outside, there's a few under the hood, a few in the back. Like, it's just crazy that all these wires are already pre-ran. So if I want to tap into those, I just have to tap into the wire down in the engine bay, down under the dash, or in the back or whatever. So again, the convenience is just amazing. So it makes it really nice and really great for this vehicle. So like I said, so far I'm in love with this car. There are a few things I would change about it, and if you want to know what those are, check out one of my other videos. But like I said, I still 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 on this vehicle. I absolutely love it, and I plan on keeping this one for a while. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos. If you found this video helpful, hit a like at the bottom and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them at the bottom and I'll get back to you, you know, when I can. I'll answer them as soon as possible. Yeah, because I have a lot of questions about this vehicle myself still, and it's just, I love it. So, but thank you for watching 303 Streets. I hope you found this video helpful. Like, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you.